What's going on YouTube?
Fair warning.
It is the Green
$800. $850.
Heritage Auctions live. It is Tuesday night.
Fair warning.
Got a few things I'm going to see if I can try and snipe real quick, and then jump into
$110.
How, why, when do you purchase stuff off of Facebook? Pokemon cards in general.
Fair. $130.
From the last video,
$140.
$150.
$150.
Appreciate it. Shout out to Mucky.
Fair
I
warning.
appreciate you, man. You've been in here for a long time and constantly on most of my commenting on most of my videos.
Fair warning.
Appreciate it.
$160.
I know you've been around here as of late, and definitely appreciate you sticking
Fair
through
warning.
the whole video. Just giving you the shout out. Let me know how you feel about some of this content, man.
$65.
I know it's been going pretty good. Also, my boy Tim Thomas stuck through the whole video.
$70.
That's the guy that can't record
$75.
stuff, sadly. We're gonna get him fixed on that maybe
Fair
next
warning.
time. But gonna jump into these heritage auctions again. Everybody, thanks for stuck through that last video.
$260.
Told you I'd give you a shout out. I do appreciate all of you. So let's jump into this.
$280.
This a little bit. Let's see my ugly face a little less. So, as you'll see,
Fair warning.
there is some fire up here right now. I got too many screens, so I'm gonna be looking away, kind of.
$900.
Move this over here.
$950. $1,000.
It's a little better. Yeah. So I'm
Fair
sitting here
warning.
looking at my heritage auctions. There is some fire coming up.
$280.
This is the theme deck's already priced a little high. This Blastoise is a German
Fair
first
warning.
edition, low grade. The video game auction actually just ended. There wasn't really anything
$400.
watching on that. I'll kind of look back at the Pokemon games to see where they finished. Nothing too major, like I said.
Fair warning.
The big video game auction is
$420. Fair
starting
warning.
in 2 days, the 9th, on Heritage Auction, so peep that. But what I'm here for is this Brush Fire
Fair warning.
theme deck. It has the gold strip, which for those of you that don't know, the gold strip on these
$60.
signifies that this is
$70.
guaranteed shadowless. So that's why I'm here.
Fair
The
warning.
Brush Fire and also the Overgrowth are both shadowless. Current bid
$240.
about $400. There's no recent sold listings, but if you buy these,
Fair warning.
I'm just looking at this price because this is about a $200 box, so that's about right.
$460.
If you buy this, the current listings are about $2,500.
Fair warning.
I have to sign in. Hold the phone. Hold the phone.
$600.
Okay, so like I was saying,
You've been outbid.
This is listed for probably about $2,500 to $3,000 for a brush fire deck.
$850.
So this is gonna go.
$900.
I'm winning this at $850.
$950.
Been outbid.
You've been outbid.
Fair warning. $1,000.
Winning at $950. I don't know how high I want to go. On this.
$1,100.
You've been outbid.
Fair warning. $1,200.
Me and this guy are about to battle.
$1,300.
You've been
Somebody
outbid.
else was watching this
Fair warning.
that knows what this is, and it looks like just me and one other person.
$1,400. Fair warning. $460.
I bought that for $1,300.
$500. $550.
I am mad about it. So
$650.
that was pretty good. Not gonna lie, so that's about half the price of all of them currently listed on eBay.
$750.
Obviously, listed items isn't the current market price.
Fair warning. $800.
And I'm gonna probably $1,300.
Fair warning.
This one's way cheaper. Why is this so much
$850.
cheaper? This one also is shadowless.
You've been
So this will
outbid.
probably be me and this guy dancing again.
$950.
Seems like it's just me and one guy. Nope,
$1,000.
it's going higher.
$1,100. $1,200.
Yeah.
Fair warning.
I will buy this.
$1,400.
You've
Then
been
outbid,
outbid.
so this has gone much higher than the last one.
Fair warning.
I can't do it.
$75.
I got the one. I'm happy. With the buyer's premium, I'm looking at $1,500.
$85.
And like I said,
Fair warning.
eBay.com. Come over here real quick. Look at gold
$200.
strip theme deck.
$220.
And like I said, these are listed pretty high.
Fair warning.
This overgrowth that just sold
$240.
for $1,400. I bought this one for
Fair warning.
$1,500 with the buyer's premium. That's listed at $4,000. This one's got
$260.
the whole 8-pack for $25,000. Here's another
Fair
cheap
warning.
one for $3,700. These are tough to come by.
$170.
Very
$180.
tough to come by. But when you look at sold listings,
Fair warning.
let me filter high to low. I just wanna check this, and then I'll
$180.
jump into the Facebook. Can I filter here? No. Why am I struggling?
Fair warning.
Okay, guess not.
$340.
No theme decks on here showing sold.
Fair warning.
So more than likely the market value, maybe about half of what the listing. I think that'd probably be low.
$190.
Probably about half of what the current listings are. What do we have? What else do we got here? We got a Dratini
Fair warning.
Legendary Collection PSA 10. Whoop-dee. First edition Gym
$85. $95.
Skarmory,
$110. $120.
Who submits one Skarmory, bro?
$130.
What are you doing? Alright, so now
Fair warning.
that's all good and dandy. Gonna jump over now and transition. Again, Heritage Auctions, highly
$320.
recommend it. I just bought a complete shadowless theme deck for $1,500.
Fair warning.
60 mint shadowless cards. That theme
$32.
deck, I believe, comes with the Charmanders, Charmeleon. I'd have to look it up, but
Fair warning. $34.
is that the Ninetales one?
Fair warning.
I'd have to look it up. So there's a chance there's a
$36.
no damage Ninetales inside of that Brushfire box.
Fair warning.
So I might have a buyer for that if I want to sell it. We'll see. It's kind of cool. I love the Shadowless. and that fits
$130.
right in with my Shadowless collection.
$140.
But my collection's getting massive, so you gotta sell, you gotta buy. It's a look at that light bulb right there. Flick that thing on. If I had a switch right there when I had a good idea, it'd be pretty cool. So, Facebook. I am in Facebook Pokemon groups for buying, selling, and trading. And a year ago, when I first got into this, I had a binder that I bought off Facebook Marketplace for $2,400. I joined this group called Pokemon WOTC, WOTC, Wizards of the Coast, which is what WOTC stands for. Cards, buy, sell, and trade. I figured that's right up the alley. It's more vintage cards. I had an idea what WotC was. It's the Wizards of the Coast era, which is like all the way up to 2003, Skyridge being the last set. So I joined that group, posted pictures of the binder, and basically let it ride. Had no clue what I was doing, but I wanted to get it out to people that were collectors and not Facebook Marketplace, and I wanted to make some money. And I did. So I sold it for the $4,000 and made $1,600 in a second. So let me show you this. This is Facebook. I have it in dark mode, obviously, but in Facebook, there's these different groups here on the left. These are all different types of groups. And obviously I'm just floating here on the one, but right here on my screen I have DFW Pokemon. So this is inside of this Pokemon World group, and there's about 40,000 people. So this is currently live. These guys at DFW Pokemon are auctioning off in front of 74 viewers lots of cards. So this entire lot is currently being auctioned. But we'll get into that a little bit further. So just basically the basics. On Facebook, on these groups, so I'm going to go to that group that I originally went into, Wizards of the Coast. Maybe. So as you see, there's 11.8 thousand members in this group. When you join a Facebook group, there's rules. Follow the rules or you'll get kicked. That's the way it goes. But basically, as it says, this group is meant for buy, selling, and trading. And on this page is every single post on here is somebody selling a card or looking for a card. So as you see here, the first thing I'm seeing, and it's usually something that's got a lot of bumps to it, a lot of likes, comments, floats to the top because of the algorithm. But people are saying, okay, buying first edition holos near mint. So now it's got a bunch of pictures. This guy's got first edition non-holo cards just sitting here. It look from a distance, decent condition. But this guy, another guy's posted up pictures, hey, I'm selling these cards, and so forth. So here's another sell post. This guy posted up a bunch of pictures of his slabs. So if I click on these photos, and most of these groups have the requirement that you need to include a price on your listing, like this gentleman. So as you see on the right, he's got prices listed for all of his cards, and it is a must in all of these groups that you pay with goods and services through PayPal. Unless you're buying, obviously, from somebody trusted, you've done business with them in the past, or they have a really good reputation, you're not going to pay friends and family. You're only reserving friends and family for those people that you've done good business with, or, like I said, have that extensive background. So these are some really high-profile cards. You got Expedition Holos, you have a Shining Mewtwo, you have Shining Gyarados, first edition holographic Dark Charizard. So if I wanted to buy any of these cards from this gentleman, it shows where he's from, Big Bend, Wisconsin. And usually, like he says here, he's listing it on here before he goes to eBay, because selling through PayPal goods and services, you only get slapped for 2.9% now. I think it was 3% and just got dropped to 2.9. So you're only getting charged 2.9% as a seller. So if I'm selling a $100 card, PayPal is going to take 2.9% of that, which is $2.90. Whereas eBay takes anywhere from about 10 to 13%. So you save 10% by selling here, but also in negotiation, the buyer, if you're intelligent, being the buyer, you know the seller is going to be making more money, so you use that in your negotiation to knock them down on price. So graded cards, it's pretty simple. You look at most recent sales, so I'd look up a CGC 8 Expedition holographic Charizard. He has his listed at $550. So let's just check. And again, goods and services is awesome. It is a great tool. It gives you protection as a buyer, and also as a seller. You have that protection. You can enter the tracking in through PayPal. If PayPal sees a item never arrives, you can file a complaint. You get your money back, which is huge. It's literally like if you've dealt with PayPal as a buyer, you have some protection there. And obviously, it's good to record things you open. When you receive things in, you record the package. This is what I got. You open it. You can use that as material in a PayPal like dispute. If you've ever had that issue, I've done probably 500 plus transactions buying and selling through PayPal goods and services. One time somebody tried to scam me, instantly got my money back. I caught wind of something happening and filed a complaint right away. Other people did the same thing against the same seller, so it red flagged their account. We all got our money back. PayPal's really good at working with you with goods and services. If it's sent via friends and family, kiss that money goodbye. It's the same as sending via Cash App or Venmo, Facebook Pay. That money is gone after it leaves your account for all intents and purposes. So the difference between them is basically as you're checking out, you enter in their username. Their username then comes up. Do you want to pay? Are you sending to someone you know, or are you paying for goods and services? Those two options come up, and then that's where you pick. So if you're sending to someone you know, they don't get charged 3%. That's why some people will ask you for friends and family, but you don't pay it. You have to do goods and services. It's part of the rules in the group. And usually if they're forward saying, hey, you need to pay friends and family, but if they're being sus, feel it out, and maybe they're trying to scam. So that's one of the biggest things. So these groups, just minimize everything, are awesome. So this Wizards of the Coast group that I'm in is literally only Wizards of the Coast cards. So every post is relatable. This is signed by Jason Page, the singer of the Pokemon theme song. Awesome. And there's just tons of old school cards. Highly recommend this group. This was my first group I joined, like I said, and they have some sick cards. Then there's other ones like Verbank. Verbank's one of the biggest ones. I think it's 50,000 plus people now. And when you have a group with that many people, your post might not be seen by that many people. So if I go make a post, there's only 11,000 people in this group, and it's easier for your post to be seen by the other people because you're only competing against 11,000 people instead of 50,000. And as the algorithm works, the more likes and comments you get on your post, the more likely it's going to be seen. So if you're noticing you're selling something, like this guy here, I'm still looking for this. If this doesn't get a like or a comment, probably in the next 5 minutes, it's going to drop down on the algorithm hard, and he's going to wonder why he's not getting likes and comments, because nobody's seeing it. It's just like TikTok, if you're familiar. YouTube, it'll pop up, and the more likes and comments you get on something, the more suggested it is, and the algorithm thinks other people should see it. So this one's going to drown because it's all in your marketing. This guy here posts some fire pictures. Probably should have said prices are below. Doesn't say, yep, all prices are negotiable. So he did pop that in the front there, so it's good. Gives you an idea that prices are listed. And they're required to be listed. Just more cards here. And always use eBay sold listings as your leverage in buying cards. I don't know the last time I've bought something over an eBay sold listing, recent sale, ever. Look at those cards. Yeah, so there's just some crazy cards on here. So another big thing is the timestamp. I'm getting on 20 minutes now. The requirements are a picture of your cards, a timestamp, which you see down here, which is your name and a date. So you need that to prove these are your cards, and then a price in this group. So you list your cards, you got your timestamp, got a price, and then this guy's got 29 comments, 7 likes, and it's just popping off. This guy's getting a lot of interactions. So, highly recommend using Facebook, buying through goods and services. And just a little pet peeve of my own. When I buy something through goods and services, the seller has a fee of 3%. You don't have a fee of 3% as a buyer. It's up to the seller to negotiate that 3% into his cost for you to cover that. It's killed so many deals for me when I'm buying a $50 card and I say, hey, $50 shipped, which usually means I'm going to send you $50 goods and services. I'm sending that to you shipped. Goods and services is just understood as what's being paid because that's in the rules. So I'm paying you $50 shipped for this card. Sure. No problem. I'm like, okay, sweet, give me your PayPal. Sends it to me, gives me his email. Then right after that says, hey, I need you to cover fees. Those are seller fees. I came up with my price. You should have negotiated in that 3% into your price. 3% of $50 is really low. Is that $1.50? Like, it's insane. I think it's $1.50, if that. So this guy's walking on $1.50. It's the end of some people will be like, oh, you need to add in $4 for shipping and this for fees. They're literally just trying to nickel and dime you for everything you can get. And it's messed up. So just stay strong. Don't pay for seller fees. It's literally a seller fee, and it goes against PayPal's terms and services. Sellers should not be able to ask legally for people to pay for their fees. It's against the rules, so I let that kill my deals because it peeves me off every time. If I've had like a $3,000 deal get killed by the 3%, and it's like $25 or whatever. $25 versus $3K, and he's like, no, I really want the extra. I really need that $25, sir. I'm like, see ya. I'm out. Like, you should have negotiated that in. Sorry, you're a terrible negotiator. I'm out, bro. I'm out. Anyways, that was a brief introduction into buying and selling on Facebook. Sorry I didn't get too much into it, but I think it gives you an idea. Highly recommend this group, Pokemon Watsy. I am a moderator in this group, so I am kind of buff in this group, but it is awesome. I love it, and I like looking at vintage cards. As you've seen on my channel, that's all I deal with. So check it out. Also, Verbank, it's huge. They sell everything, new, modern, sealed, vintage. 50,000 people though, so when you're trying to sell on there, you better have some hot headlines or some good prices, because it's just going to drown in the comments and in all the other pictures. Constant posts, so lots of competition out there. Stay strong, stay humble. Y'all have a good one. I'm out. Peace.